Good morning from beautiful Puerto Rico. I'm Reverend Crystal Vaughn, and here today we'll be discussing miracles, ego, and love. Now, let's talk about ego and how it affects love. I just learned this, and this is awesome. I was discussing it with a friend of mine who I went to college with many years ago. Many years ago. And in this, she reminded me about introduction to psych, which was a requirement. And she brought up some great points I totally forgot about. And this professor was a great professor. I have to give him 2 thumbs up. So let me remember what I learned in college. And one thing is, people with big egos have problems with love. They cannot love. And trust me, in college, you're 20, you know everything, blah, blah, blah. What I realized later is what this professor was trying to teach us is that with a big ego, it's hard for you to experience, to feel love. So when you run into people with, I'm the greatest, I could do it, nobody else can do it, watch their behavior. What you realize and what you see, they cannot love. In this discussion, I don't know how it was brought up, but you know how it is in open discussion in classes in college. Someone brought up, well, they were going down the rabbit hole, basically, that this explains people who are into S&M, who really love to get beaten, spanked, hit, cursed at, yelled at, belittled in order to get any type of excitement. Now, if a person has to be hit extremely hard, I'm not talking about love spanks and all of that. No, I'm not talking about that. But they are a boundary, a line when it comes to being spanked and whipped to the point that there's bruises and there's busted nose and bruises all over your body. That's a person who is numb to love. So when it comes to their heart, listening to their heart, where God is, they have extreme issues about this. Now, I do want to let you know, I'm going to be truthful. If you guys know me, I'm very raw and truthful. During this time I was learning this, I was thinking of becoming a sex therapist. learning about Kama Sutra and all of that, and using it as a sex therapy to help couples conceive as well as move on in later in their life. That's where I slowly start going down that hole and met some people who really had this big macho ego, and they love to be heard. Normally, only the way they can experience or feel anything, they must be heard. This is the ego and pride. And there's no love in it. Absolutely no love. You can Google it, you can look at it. There's love. This person or these people are numb. That's why they have to be hurt in order to feel something. This is the sad part about it. They really have to be hurt in order to feel. Wow. Their heart, their mind, well, majority of it is in their mind, and it comes from many, many, many past beliefs and stories that were told to them, and they believed it. So they basically took their heart and shoved it away, locked it up, never was heard from. It can be heard from. It can be changed. It can be brought back out. But right now, that's where it is. So when it comes to miracles in their lives, it's not, they can't see it. They can't feel it. And they go back in their head and they overanalyze every breath, every movement, every concept, anything, they will overanalyze it. I heard through the grapevine a couple of years ago. Honestly, I've been praying for this man, Mr. Trump. I have been praying for him that he really, one of these days, release his ego. But he is so, I hate to use this word, anal about every aspect in his life. His breath. If anybody breathed, sneezed, cleared their throat, get out. You can't be near me. The concept. So when his children were infants, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10 years old, they could not sneeze, clear their throat, gasp, any area of their father. That's sad. Because as a child, you could be eating some fish and a bone get caught in your throat and you start gasping. He will literally have you be thrown out of the room. This is the ego. This is the pride in the ego. Sadly, I heard through the grapevine, I'm not sure this is true, but he is into the S&M. He's into hardcore, abusive type of sex. And sadly, there is no love. There's absolutely no love. And there's many, many thousands of people who are like this. They do not understand how their ego is blocking, shutting things out so they cannot feel and or see what God has in front of you. God has so much. There's a belief, and I believe in this. This is my belief. You don't have to go there. But when we come onto this planet, when we are born, when we take our first breath, we come with a package that's given to us from God. This package is completely all the tools, all the miracles, everything to survive this lifetime. It's given to us right at birth, not at 5 years, 10 years, 80 years down the line. No, right at birth. It is given to us. And depending on what you are meant to do this lifetime, perfect example, believe it or not, my brother was meant to be an addict. He was a great addict. My parents spent thousands and thousands of dollars trying to get him rehabilitated from drugs. He was meant to be an addict. And the funny thing is, not funny, sad thing is, he never hurt anybody but himself and me. And later I found out it's because he truly loved me and he didn't know how to show it. And I'm grateful for that love. Thank you, Terrace. But this is a perfect example of people who cannot see or know the package that God has given you. The universe, if you don't believe in God, no problem. The universe has given you. The universe knows everything that's about to happen in your life. And it's up to you, it's your free will to pick up that tool and use it. Now, you have a choice. Use that tool that God, universe, has given you, or play the victim role. Poor me. I can't see this. I can't experience this. Look at that person. They have it all. Me, I don't have anything. Not true. I have it all. Because I have me and God, and my dog and my cat, and my friends, and my family. I have it. I really do. And it took me 50 years to realize it. So I'm giving this out to you so you would know that when you wake up in the morning, that's a miracle. When you take a breath, it's a miracle. When you take a step, trust me, I'm the person who falls at least once a week because my spine and nervous issues. It's a miracle. It's a miracle just being you. It's a true, beautiful miracle. You are the most beautiful, gorgeous creature that God has placed on this planet. Well, I'm sorry, I do like monkeys and dogs and cats and animals. Okay, we are part of that animal community. Believe it or not, I don't care what the scientists say, we are still part of that community. So even though we say scientifically we're this and we're greater, no, we're not. We are truly not. We learn from the animals how to survive. So anyway, I'm getting off the subject, sorry. Let's get back to ego, love, and miracle. To assist in releasing your ego, you also have to embrace it. That's one great way, is to embrace your ego. So when it is, boom, powerful, and you're up there and you know what you're doing, blah, 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 take a moment, take a step back and listen to your heart and your gut. Gut is where the universe is. The heart is where God is. Me, I like to say man is in my head. So take a moment, make sure what is going forth is not ego, that it's confidence, because confidence comes from within. And you rise up. Your chest feels good. Your heart feels good. Cells, tissues in your body feel good. That's where you need to work from. That's where you need to take a step and move forward with. It's with confidence. Confidence is awesome. It's God's way. It's God's way. It's the universe way. So the pride and ego is up here. The confidence is right down in here. Several YouTubes back, I talked about an Asian billionaire. He was one of the first. He was the first to have a 24 karat gold toilet. And how he became a multi-billionaire was, and he's still alive today, and don't ask me to say his name, he listened to his gut. The universe told him what to do. And that also came from his confidence, the within him, knowing that, hey, I'm supposed to go down that road, down there. And you have someone who's telling you, no, go this way, go this way, go this way. I want you to go this way. But your heart, your gut wants you to go that way. So which way do you go? that way. Always do what your heart and gut tells you to do, or you end up being numb from the heart and from the gut. And I have to admit, there's been times in my life I was numb. I was completely numb. And it took awakening of, you're here. So I'm going to give you a little homework. And this is a good one. Every day for 30 to 60 minutes, walk around and say this. You'll love this. I am that. I am that fan. I am. I am that air condition. I am. I am that window. I am. I am that airy. I am. Say that for about 30 to 60 minutes. 1, 2, 3 times a day, depending on your schedule. And get back to me. Subscribe to me, email me, put in the chat. Let me know what happened. This is a step. This is a great step in releasing the ego. Something to think about. The release of that beautiful ego and pride. Wow. I am that. I am. And with that, I'd like to do a little ending meditation. So, ground yourself down. Place your hands, feet down, and take a deep breath within. Fill your heart. Fill your lungs. Fill your body up with the beautiful oxygen air. And release. As you breathe into imagining that you have this big, beautiful tail. And this tail, it could be a dragon tail. Beautiful tail. And this tail is from the core, the base of you. And it goes all the way down into Mother Earth, past the lava, past the rocks, into the center. In the center is this big, bright light. It's a crystal or a bright light. And you wrap your tail around it, embracing, feeling, acknowledging that energy. And allow that energy to go all the way back up through your tail, into your spine, all the way up into your head and out to the universe. Embrace that and say, I am that. I am. I am that. I am. I am that. I am. God bless you. May many blessings and abundance of love, health, wealth, just abundance of everything flow in, towards you, around you, and embrace you and your loved ones. Love ya. Talk to you next week. Have a great week. Bye-bye.